We're not talking about million-dollar homes on the west side getting a little dip. We're talking about $350,000, $400,000 starter homes that families fought tooth and nail to buy, now slipping away because the budget just won't stretch another inch. And it's not just the urban areas. Rural counties like Nye, Lyon, and Churchill are posting some of the biggest percentage jumps in the state because the same inflation and wage stagnation don't care about city limits. Here's the part that should make every single American angry. While families are losing everything, cash investors are having a field day. Every auction is packed with LLCs paying cash, grabbing properties for pennies on the dollar, doing lipstick flips, and turning them into high-rent boxes for the next wave of desperate families. It's the same playbook we watched in 2009 and 2010, except this time it's turbocharged by HOA laws that literally no other state lets run this wild. Nevada was the foreclosure king during the Great Recession, 1 in 10 homes at the absolute worst of it. And even though we're not there yet, the trajectory is pointing straight back to those dark days faster than most people realize. So if you live in Nevada, check your HOA balance today. Talk to your lender about escrow shortfalls. Look into hardship programs before a single late notice hits your record. And whatever you do, don't ignore those certified letters. If you're thinking about buying in Nevada right now, understand you're walking into the hottest foreclosure market in America. Cash is king, and patience might actually pay off as more inventory gets forced onto the market in the coming months. Drop a comment below and tell me if you've seen for sale signs popping up like crazy in your neighborhood, or if you've been personally affected by an HOA threatening foreclosure. Because the more we talk about this, the harder it is for the powers that be to pretend it's not happening. Hit that like button if you think Nevada's super priority lien law needs to be repealed yesterday. Share this video with anyone you know in Clark County because forewarned is forearmed, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.
So, what the heck is going on in Nevada that's turning the American dream into a full-blown horror movie? First, inflation hit this state like a freight train. Everyday costs for groceries, gas, and utilities are up roughly 24% since 2020. But wages in the Las Vegas metro are still hovering around $25, $26 an hour, well below the national average. So families that stretched to buy at the peak of the pandemic boom are now watching half or more of their paycheck disappear before they even touch the mortgage. Second, unemployment is quietly brutal. Officially, the state sits at about 5.4%, but when you zoom into the Vegas Valley, and especially North Las Vegas, you're looking at pockets pushing 6% and higher. And who gets hurt first when tourists stop showing up or Amazon slows down warehouse hiring? The service workers, the casino dealers, the hotel housekeepers, the delivery drivers, exactly the people who bought modest homes in places like Aliante, Centennial Hills, and Sunrise Manor thinking they finally made it. Third, the insurance market is in full meltdown. State Farm, Farmers, Allstate, they've either stopped writing new policies in huge swaths of the valley or jacked rates 20 to 30% in a single year. And when you can't insure a house, you can't get a mortgage. And when you already have a mortgage and your escrow payment doubles overnight, guess who stops being able to make the full payment? Fourth, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac finally woke up to Nevada's HOA super priority madness and basically said, we're not playing this game anymore, which means any new loan they back has to get special permission if an HOA can nuke the first mortgage. Translation, banks are terrified to lend in Nevada right now. Down payments are ballooning, interest rates are higher than surrounding states, and first-time buyers have basically vanished. FHA applications in the county are down over 40% year over year. Add in the fact that student loan payments came roaring back, property taxes are climbing fast, and tourism numbers are softer than the casinos want to admit, and you've got a perfect storm that's hammering working-class neighborhoods the hardest. Imagine waking up tomorrow, opening your mailbox, and finding out your house no longer belongs to you, not because you missed your mortgage, but because you were 3 months late on a $250 HOA bill. Yeah, that's actually happening right now in Nevada, and it's happening so fast that the state just snatched the #1 spot in the entire country for foreclosures. 1 out of every 2,300 homes is getting hit with paperwork that ends with families on the curb. So if you're watching this and you live anywhere near Las Vegas or you're thinking about moving to Nevada, drop a like right now so this video reaches more people. Smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell because I'm about to show you numbers that will make your jaw drop and might just save your biggest investment. North Las Vegas is ground zero for this nightmare. Entire zip codes like 89031, 89084, and 89086 look like a foreclosure heat map exploded all over them. We're talking hundreds of homes in a single zip code already gone, and the scariest part is that a huge chunk of these losses aren't even coming from the bank. They're coming from homeowners associations using Nevada's insane super priority lien law that lets an HOA wipe out a 30-year mortgage over a couple $1,000s in late fees. Miss a few payments on your pool and landscaping dues, and boom, your house can be auctioned off in as little as 90 days, while regular bank foreclosures in the state drag on for years. The result? Investors are scooping these houses up at 40, 45, sometimes 50% below market value, slapping some paint on them and renting them right back to the same neighborhoods that just lost everything. Let me paint the picture even clearer. Clark County alone has seen hundreds of these HOA foreclosures sell for an average of just $112,000, when the fair market value should have been closer to $195,000. That's almost $50 million in equity completely erased from regular families in one county. And it's not slowing down. Completed foreclosures, the ones where the sheriff actually changes the locks, jumped 32% year over year this October, and the state's overall foreclosure rate is running almost 5 times worse than the rest of the country.